Good morning, students. Welcome to English language class. And today we will read chapter 15, that is sentence. And in this chapter, we will read the kinds of sentences like affirmative sentence, negative sentences, and interrogative sentences. So let's do the exercise that is given. Here you have to answer the question in short sentences. Let's do the first one. The first question is, does the flag of India have three bands? The answer would be yes, the flag of India has three bands. This is done for you. Now in this way, you can answer some of the questions given below. And assertive sentences can be either affirmative or negative. For example, Rishi loves swimming every evening. The sentence is affirmative. An affirmative sentence tells us what something is, has, or does. The question always answers to yes. The sentence is always in yes form. The dog is not brown. In this sentence, this is a negative one. The sentence is negative. A negative sentence states that something is incorrect or not true. The answer is always in no. We can form a negative sentences by adding the word not after the verb in a positive sentences. For example, you can see here forming a affirmative sentence into a negative sentence, like the pineapple are ripe. This is an affirmative sentence, and the negative of the sentence is the pineapples are not ripe. So here we have added the word not after the verb in positive sentences, and the sentence has become the negative. Sometimes we add an extra verb in the negative sentences to show the negation. Example, we play in Shastri Park. We do not play in Shastri Park. So here what we have added do with not to form the negative sentence. Contractions are often used in negative sentences. For example, cannot has become can't, and do not becomes don't, are not become aren't, etc. Now let's do the exercise. In exercise A, you have to rewrite the affirmative sentences as the negative one. You have to convert the affirmative sentences into the negative ones. The first one is, I can speak French. Here, this is the affirmative sentence. Now you have to make the negative of it, and it will be like this: I can't speak French. By using the negative word can't, we have formed the sentence into negative one. In this way, you can form rest of the sentences into the negative ones on your own. Now let's do the exercise B. Here what we have to do, here we have to write the negative sentences as affirmative ones and vice versa. Now let's read the first sentence. I did not go out to jog. The sentence is negative one. So we have to make it into affirmative, and it will be like this: I went out to jog. Now the sentence has become affirmative. Second one is, if you do not study, you will not pass. The sentence is negative and you have to make it affirmative like this. By removing do not and not from the sentence will become positive, or you can say affirmative. In this way, you can complete the rest of the sentences forming into affirmative sentence. Now let's do some learning. Here are some list of negative words, contractions and negative adverbs. This you have to learn. The word is no and the contraction is does not becomes doesn't. Negative adverb becomes hardly. Another negative word is not becomes isn't, and adverb is scarcely. These are the negative adverbs. Next word is none. Was not becomes wasn't, and the negative adverb is barely. Next is no one, and should not becomes shouldn't, and adverb becomes little. Nobody, would not becomes wouldn't, and adverb becomes only. Nothing, could not, in contraction form it is couldn't, and in adverb, negative adverb is seldom. Same, neither, will not becomes won't, nowhere, cannot becomes can't, never, do not becomes don't. So in this way we have learned some negative verbs, negative words, their contractions and their negative adverbs. So you have to learn all these words. Now let's move on to the next exercise. Here you have to complete the sentences by adding negative endings to the affirmative beginnings. So let's do the first one. Raja is going to Dubai, but Maya is not going to Dubai. Here the first one is example already done for you. Here you can see the affirmative sentence is converted. It is ending with the negative. The beginning is affirmative and its ending is negative. In this way you can do the next sentence. Here the sentence is, they have got a lot of free time. The first half of the sentence is affirmative and we have to end the sentence with negative form, and it will be like this, but we haven't any free time. So here I hope you have understood how to do it. Now all these things, all these rest of the sentences, you have to do it on your own as you have understood it. Now let's move on to the next sentence, next exercise, that is you have to complete the sentences with the words from the box. It's very easy for you all, so you will be doing it as your homework. Now let's move on to the next exercise. Before we move into the next exercise, let's do the exercise first. This is the activity. Let's do the activity to understand what are interrogative questions or what are interrogative question words. Now see, the first word is what, and you have to match it with the correct interrogative sentence. The first one is what and the question word matches with the sentence E. That is, what do you do when you feel sad? It will go with the sentence E. Now next one is when. The interrogative word is when, and it will match with the option D. When did India become a republic? Then C1 where, it will match with option A, that is, where is the World Cup going to be held? So in this way, children, you have to match the correct interrogative sentences for each question words. Now let's learn something. As you have already learned that interrogative sentences are used to ask questions, and you also know this thing that the 9 question words mentioned above, what we have done just right now, and you have also learned that the interrogative sentences do not necessarily need the WH words or how. So here are some examples like, am I going there with you? A question without using any interrogative word. Second one is, have you understood the sum? Third one is, can you help me with this form? And the last one is, did you bake that cake? Or next sentences could be, is this your book? So here, sometime an auxiliary verbs or a modal is used along with the main verb in a sentences to ask questions, and in such sentences the auxiliary verbs or the modals come before the subject and it forms question word. It takes the place of question words, and it can also make sentence, it can also convert the sentence into interrogative sentences. Now it's time to do the exercise. The exercise is, you have to rewrite the question correcting the auxiliary verbs. Here are sentences with having incorrect auxiliary verb and you have to make the correction. The first one is already done for you. So let's read the first one. Are I going for the exhibition? And the correct auxiliary will be, am I going for the exhibition? In this way, you have to do the correction in the second sentence also, where the incorrect auxiliary is used. Has we ever been on a holiday together? And has, you have to remove this has from here and you have to add have. Have we ever been on a holiday together? So in this way, you have to make corrections in all these sentences. Those are having incorrect auxiliary words in them. Now let's move on to the next. Okay children, now it's time to learn with Ladybird. We use need, no. We use need to plus verb to talk about something that is necessary to do. Need to plus verb. For example, I need to do my homework tonight. My teacher wants it tomorrow. This shows that this work is necessary. He needs to practice before he race his race, and it's an important race as he wants to do well. So need to word is showing that the work is very important and that is necessary to do. We use need not with verb to talk about something that isn't necessary to do, that is not necessary to do. For example, you need not eat all that food. When you have had enough, you can stop. So here, the eating of the food is not that necessary. In the next sentence, you can see he need not wake up early tomorrow. It's the weekend, so there's no school. Here, the use of need not shows that there is no compulsion. So, we can also use have to plus verb to talk about something that is necessary to do. And when we use don't have to with the verb, we talk about something that is not necessary to do. And the examples are I have to wash my dirty dog. This shows that this is very necessary work that has to be done. You don't have to go outside if it's raining. And this shows that it's not necessary to go out when it's raining. So we have learned the difference between need not and have to. So that's all in this chapter. Thank you.